been a while since we've heard any news on the 3i Atlas comet. I know you think it's an alien as well, so do I, so don't worry, that makes two of us. This new telescope has picked up thousands of meteorites around 3i Atlas, and it's growing every single day. Every time they check it, there's more and more and more. It seems like a fleet of aliens is coming to Earth. So that's thousands of objects that is coming towards Earth as we speak. So we might be cooked. Alright then, let's watch this video, but before it starts, like the video if you want. You don't have to, but I'd really appreciate it if you did. And let's see what's going on, because if we've got a fleet of aliens coming towards Earth, we need to know about it.
The data poured in, a cascade of new bodies bleeding out of the darkness around 3i Atlas, as if some hidden factory had opened. The first night, Rubin logged 989 objects emerging from the 3i Atlas region. By the second night, the count had already surged to 1,355. On the sixth night, it was 1,796. By the seventh, 2,104. 3 days later, the tally ripped past 4,000. The multiplication was continuing, all headed toward Earth. The swarm didn't burst into being, it grew in real time, with new objects appearing in the scans every few hours like fresh production runs from a factory. But why Rubin telescope can detect these objects, not other telescopes on Earth? Because no other telescope on Earth is built like Rubin. Its enormous 8.4 meter mirror and the largest, most powerful astronomical camera ever built, a 3.2 gigapixel eye, sweep across the heavens every night, capturing oceans of starlight at once, instead of staring at a single patch. That is why it could show what no one else could, thousands of bodies spilling out of deep space in perfect formation. And what made it so terrifying was the uniformity. Spectral reports showed every object shared the same speed, the same trajectory, the same strange green-tinted tail as 3i Atlas.
I'm sorry to pause it, but we're not told about this. Don't worry, Kim Kardashian, don't worry, she's broken up with her new fella. Kim Kardashian's broke up with a new fella. Or someone's broken up with who in Hollywood, but we don't hear about this. If this isn't basically them saying we got an alien invasion coming, I don't know what is. You get a massive comet, 3i Atlas, that they think is alien, and then now you've got all these thousands and thousands of other ones going the same speed at the same direction.
Every amateur and professional astronomer had seen only one object. Now, there were thousands. Infrared spectroscopy made it worse. Each of these bodies was about 1/10 the size of 3i Atlas, yet apparently powered by a core twice as powerful. 3i Atlas had already puzzled scientists with an estimated 10 gigawatt power source inferred from its core, but the new companions appeared to radiate 20 gigawatts each. Even our most advanced reactors cannot match that power to mass ratio. Our biggest power plants weigh thousands of tons to produce only a few gigawatts. These objects are no larger than a city block, yet each one radiates enough power to light entire nations while hurtling through space.
It was good while it lasted, eh? Let's hope I can wake up on Christmas Day and go and open my Christmas gifts before they turn up. Or maybe they're coming here for Christmas. Who knows? You know, I'm going to look out my window on Christmas Day. It's not going to be Santa on his sleigh. It's going to be 3i Atlas and all his mates turning up. You know, I've got to keep this video going. I'd love to talk to you about it for longer, but some people who watch, you know, they have the attention span of a carrot. So leave your comment down below and we can talk about it. What is that?
What?
I don't even know what that looks like. If you've got any idea, let me know. Write a comment.
See, there's another one up here.
Yeah, what are your thoughts down below on that? I mean, it could be a balloon that's going up and it's just absolutely jam-packed with LED lights, and they just could be changing it with a remote. But I don't know. I haven't seen this. And I know a lot of you have watched my videos from day one, and we've never seen anything like this, have we? So let me know your theories down below, because that is very weird. And it doesn't surprise me about all the weird stuff that's happening in the sky at the moment. While we're on the subject of strange things happening in the sky, take a look at this. This next video was filmed by an airplane passenger.
This happened. I'm sorry.
What is that?
There's a passenger on the plane, looks out the window, grabs the phone. This was filmed in June. The traveler sees that, an object apparently changing shapes in seconds. Oh. Is it a shape-shifting object? Is it Bezos? Is it Branson? What is it? Is it a UFO?
Mel, go for it. What do you see?
I have no... Okay, I'm looking at this for the first time. I want it to be surprised. Whoa!
What's that?
No way!
Oh, that's
Okay.
crazy.
You know what? That actually looks like...
Sees that.
I mean, look at the shape of it at the start. Let me mute it. So it starts off like this, like a curtain. And look how it changes shape. Like, what is that? What is going on? And that looks like some sort of angel. Yeah, it's so weird, man. Look at that. Look. Imagine you're on your flight. You know, you're going to Spain, put your feet up, have a couple of cocktails, and you see that outside your flipping window. And there's nothing you can do on a plane. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Stick your head out the window and go, all right, mate, can you leave? Like, this stuff is happening, and not many people are talking about it. Like, what is going on here? Yeah, let me know what you think about that, and write a comment. Just put what you think the sky angel is. That's what we're going to call it, just so we know what we're talking about. And I could show you 1,000 videos just like that. I mean, I'm nitpicking certain ones that I think are real. If they're staying up in the sky for a reason, I wonder if they're ever going to come down and actually try and talk to us, you know?
Nope, this is not lightning, and thousands of people ran screaming, calling it a sign that we were never supposed to see. Many citizens in New Mexico were scared after seeing their sky had suddenly flashed blue lights without a storm that was followed by unearthly, loud, angry sounds. Then another clip just came out in the same area where citizens heard loud, terrifying sounds alongside a very thick cloud. News reported the sound as ominous, and others claimed that this is one of the 7 trumpets of the apocalypse. However, all of this is just a conspiracy, and a lot of the blue beam theories could be a result of drone technology or government aircrafts being tested, as this is near Area 51. NASA explains the trumpet sound heard in Mexico as a result of Earth's natural radio emissions, which are always around, we just usually don't notice.
Well, as we all know, when NASA give us a reason for something, we just dismiss it, don't we? We don't listen to anything they say. I think at NASA they have a big instruction manual, and they go, all right, boys, oi Gary, someone's complaining about those loud trumpet noises. And someone goes, hold the line, just put them on hold. And he goes,
Scrolls through, reason number 58. Just tell him it was something to do with the tectonic plates.
hello, mate. Yeah, it's something to do with the tectonic plates. Yeah, no worries, mate. See ya.
An 18-year-old British student, George Smythe, has vanished after entering the area surrounding Romania's famed Dracula's castle. George left the resort town of Poiana Brașov on the 23rd of November 2025, planning to hike alone toward Bran Castle in the Busegi Mountains. That evening, he called Romania's emergency hotline asking for help. He said he was exhausted, freezing, and had been forced to step inside the castle grounds to rest for a moment. It was the last time anyone heard from him. Rescue teams later found his backpack at the entrance of Bran Castle. Inside were a sleeping bag, a tent, and scattered food. There were no footprints, no phone, and no trace of George himself. Local search organization Salvamont Brașov launched a full mountain rescue operation. Helicopters, drones with thermal imaging, search dogs, and ground teams have been deployed across the forest and the steep terrain around the castle. Progress has been slow. Heavy snow, freezing temperatures, and the rugged landscape continue to block search teams. Authorities say there is still no explanation for how he disappeared so quickly after his distress call. The question remains, why did George Smythe walk into Dracula's castle, and why did he vanish after stepping inside?
Man, that's pretty creepy, and I really hope this guy's alright, and I hope they find him soon. This was posted 5 days ago. But that's scary. And out of all places, Dracula's castle, I didn't even know that was a real place. Apparently it is. And the guy went in there. That's scary. I really hope he's alright. Whatever you do, you should not go exploring on your own. You know, you always go in a group. And if you're going to these dangerous places, you've got to prepare for it. Especially not going by yourself. Safety in numbers and all that. But let me know your comments down below. That's such a creepy story. And especially it had to be at Dracula's castle as well. Right, this video was sent to me. And when you press on the video, this is the first thing that comes up. Look at that. Now, I can't tell what's going on there. If that's his hair or part of the t-shirt or this bloke's got no head. And he's walking towards him. What in the wrong turn is going on here? We've all seen that movie and I wish I never saw it. Alright? What is going on here? And I've had to mute it because they're listening to copyrighted music. But look, this person's just walking straight for him. Look. How creepy is that? What is that? He looks like he's got something in his pocket. Look. Is that his belt? Or a weapon? Just drive off. Just drive off. Yep. See ya. I ain't risking that. That was strange. Look at that. Man. I mean, there could actually be something wrong there. You know, like, he might need help. But I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't. To be honest, because I've seen way too many horror movies and I don't want to be in one. I don't want to be on the next Netflix documentary, alright? True crime. You know, Ben Colson gets flipping kidnapped. I don't know. What would you do in that situation? If a bloke who had his head down like that was walking towards you in your car, what would you do?
This footage, captured by NASA's Discovery Space Shuttle on September 15, 1991, shows an extraterrestrial vehicle dodge an electronic weapon fired from Earth. Here, we see the craft slowly crossing the frame. There's a bright flash, and then it makes an abrupt right-angle turn and flies off. Moments after the turn, we see the shot fired across space.
What weapons have we got to shoot something straight out the atmosphere like that? And that thing kept going. That beam of light just kept going and going. I would love to actually see what's happening up there. But I really feel like if you go up there, it could just be like 100,000 UFOs of aliens sat with popcorn pots like that. Just eating it. And it's like a sport. You know, they're all betting on, you know, like human beings, we bet on horses, right? And we gamble, like slot machines, you put some money in. I feel like they do that for us. That could be the theory. You go up there and it's millions of aliens all betting, going, "Hey, I reckon that human there's going to win. I reckon he's going to do this." And they're all betting on us. They're having a great time. I mean, that's a bit far-fetched, but I could be onto something there.
Your eyes are not playing tricks on you. This guy was taking a look at the Maria Sabina exhibition in a museum when something unbelievable happened. The head of the wax figure of Maria Sabina suddenly tilts to the right, and the man recording freaks out. He sends the video to the manager of the museum, hoping that he can explain what happened, but he has no idea.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza total, rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada. Te digo, mira, te muestro. No hay cables. No hay nada, no es un robot, es una figura totalmente en cera.
Maria Sabina was known as a healer and a shaman, but some people believe that she was a witch, and have said that being around her wax figure gave them an uneasy feeling. Is there something dark going on in that museum, or was it just the wind?
That is creepy though, isn't it? Yeah, you wouldn't catch me going to that museum. That museum now is officially ticked off my list. I'm never going to go there. Like, that's so creepy. You got to admit, that is really weird. super weird. Because I don't think they're supposed to do that, you know? And there is something very important that I want to talk about, because I looked this up yesterday. 62% of men in the world watch porn. And if you don't know what porn means, it means adult videos online. All right, I just can't say the P word because, yeah, YouTube will get in trouble for it. And 16% of women. So, 23% of women. So this is a massive problem in the world, and we're living in a very lust-filled generation. I just wanted to talk about that because lust is extremely dangerous, especially pornography, because it will destroy your life. It will destroy everything. And I struggled with this at one point. It was a huge problem for a lot of kids, and it's a massive problem now. Huge. And it will destroy everything. It brought down all of the strongest kings in the Bible. Lust destroys your soul. It destroys your life. It will destroy your marriage. Scientific studies have come out saying that the high you get from watching pornography is higher than injecting heroin. And I'm not even making that up. You can look that up. You get more dopamine in your brain watching pornography than heroin. That's extremely dangerous. So if this is something you're struggling with, I will pray for you. And you need to try and stop it because it's so dangerous. It will ruin your life. It warps your whole brain. It actually brainwashes you to see the world in a different way. Think about it. You're watching two people have the most intimate, sacred act two human beings can do, and you're watching that. Think what that does to your brain and how that's going to affect you in your marriage, in your relationships, your work, your mood, your sleep. It affects everything. It's like poison, especially to the minds of men, because it makes you look at women as tools for you to use, not as a human being. You know, it really distorts your reality. So I did want to talk about it because I know a lot of people suffer with it, and it's one of the most difficult things you'll ever do to turn away from it. Yeah, so be really careful, guys. And if you are watching that stuff, please stop. Please try. Just please try and stop, because it's so bad. And it's very demonic. It's very dark. And yeah, once you learn about the industry and stuff, it's a very evil place. Those women are probably being mistreated, and I won't go into that, but because it's so evil. And I'm not on my pedestal here. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I struggled with it for years. It's an addiction for most of us. You don't know you're addicted to, you try and stop. So that's my message of the day. If this is something you struggle with, please try and cut that away from your life. And I can promise you that your life will improve massively. It will open your eyes to new ways. You'll see the world in a different way. You'll see people in a different way. You'll see everything. You'll be more happy, fulfilled. Everything. You're not supposed to look at that stuff. So that's my message of the day. If I could really, if I could, like Thanos, you know, with Thanos, the rings, and click his fingers, I wish I could do that with that stuff and just remove it from the world, because it's horrible. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, let me know what you think about my last message. And I know some people think I shouldn't speak about those problems, but it's a massive problem. 63%, 62%, whatever it was. That's the majority. So I know some people here are going to be struggling with that, and I really hope I can help you turn away from it. All right? Because every time you watch it, the devil wins. The devil laughs. So really try and get away from it. All right? And I'll see you tomorrow. See you then.